Welcome again to another state series video by the Academy of Adoption and Assisted Reproduction Attorneys. Today we're covering the state of North Carolina, and we have three great fellows here with us today. We've got one missing, but we'll tell you later how to get a hold of each of our fellows from the state. Let's start with introducing Milan, if you would, please.
Hey, good morning. My name is Milan Pham. I am a Guade Art Fellow practicing in Durham, North Carolina. I've been practicing family creation law and ART for the last decade or so. I really enjoy it. I think it's one of the most challenging parts of my practice. It's really amazing to be able to be on the pioneering edge of family creation. I live in Hillsborough, North Carolina with my partner on a little homestead. We have chickens and dogs and cats. My practice also handles adoption, other issues of interest and import to modern families.
Great, and you forgot, and beautiful trees behind you. All right, Jennifer, please.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Tharrington. I am a native of New York City, but went to law school at UNC Chapel Hill. So my teams are the New York Yankees and the UNC Tar Heels. I've been practicing assisted reproductive technology law here in North Carolina for the last 15 years. I am the chairperson of the Modern Family Committee of the North Carolina Bar Association, which is the committee that works on gamete donation and surrogacy related issues here in North Carolina, which is really interesting because it lets us sort of dive into the legislative side and do some work on trying to improve the law for family creation for all families here in our state. I'm also a member of the LGBT Bar Association and do a lot of work with same-sex couples and parents in helping them grow their families as well. And I also have a lot of personal experience in growing my family through assisted reproduction. And I have two children that were born through the use of assisted reproductive technology. So these issues are really close to my heart and something that I really enjoy doing professionally as well.
Great. That's unusual for a state bar to have a section like that. So that's exciting for your state. Amy, you're up.
Hi there, I'm Amy Wallace Fox. I have been practicing in the assisted reproduction and adoption areas for about 15 years as well. I am also licensed in Georgia and handle all types of assisted reproduction as well as adoption and some estate planning. I really enjoy the work. I actually started to get involved when I was a law student and wiggled my way into an American Academy of Adoption, at that time just adoption attorneys meeting, and found out that this was something that I was really passionate about. So I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I am married and have 3 children. So it's busy times, and I really enjoy helping others build their families and working in this area.
I love it when parents say busy times. There's a loaded statement, right? All right, so let's talk about the state of North Carolina. I am not licensed there, so tell us generally, Milan, is it a reproductive technology friendly state for people to go to?
Well, we have had a lot of success in the legal area with reproductive technology. I will tell you that the law is fairly sparse here. So it's really important to get an attorney that knows what they're doing. We don't have a lot of precedent in case law when it comes to reproductive technology. And so attorneys here are really, as I'd said previously, working the cutting edge of family formation law. So it's really important for you, clients, to understand the expertise of the attorney that you're engaging.
Okay, so, and I would absolutely, it'd be one of the 3 of you for sure. But Jennifer, are there groups of people that need to avoid your state? When I say groups, the LGBT community or single intended parents, people that are not genetically related to their embryos, anything like that?
We haven't had difficulty with same-sex parents, thankfully,
Okay.
to a large degree. Most of the fact scenarios that would be applicable to same-sex couples growing their families were able to accommodate those. Same thing with single intended parents. I do think that there are judges that there may be some difficulty with unmarried intended parents, particularly when one of them is genetically related to the embryo and one of them is not. So I do think that there's some careful conversation that would need to be had with someone like us to make sure that exactly, you know, what the intended parents are imagining is legally possible here. Because there are some county specific and probably judge specific reasons that certain types of plans for growing a family may be harder to manage than others.
Okay. So Amy, a lot of people, when they're looking, they're going state by state and they're trying to get information. They always want to know, what does the parentage process look like? Is it lengthy? Is it difficult? What can they expect?
Yeah, so it's not too difficult or lengthy in my experience. Basically, what we do is we prepare a complaint, which is the North Carolina word for petition, for declaratory judgment, which puts the action in front of the court. And as part of that, there will be exhibits to that, including affidavits from the parties, so the parents as well as the gestational carrier and her spouse. And then also, very important, an affidavit from the reproductive endocrinologist who completed the embryo transfer, attesting to the facts regarding the, where the embryo came from, the genetic components and that sort of thing, with the goal, of course, of, assuring the court that the gestational carrier is not genetically tied to the child. The process usually can be done within a few weeks, and in cases of emergency situations, even quicker than that. So in my experience, it's not too lengthy or difficult. We have a process that's been working. And so long as you have an attorney who knows that process, you will achieve your goal without too much difficulty.
Okay, so the number one thing I've heard from all three of you is that they need to reach out to you, to each of you, to get more information, especially about their specific case and where they're specifically located in North Carolina, or where their surrogate is, right? So if anybody would like to contact any of these fellows, you can go back to the Academy's website. And on the Academy's website, we have a map, and you can locate North Carolina specifically and find the contact information for each of these fellows. The website for the Academy is adoptionart.org. Again, adoptionart.org. And we look forward to you contacting one of them and getting additional information regarding your reproductive matter. Thank you. I appreciate all three of you for sharing today about your state.
Thank you.
Thank you.